We are truly living in an era of big budget, high quality television, and it just keeps getting better. Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anticipated shows of 2020. That means we're looking at the most exciting and promising series debuting in 2020, as well as current shows making highly anticipated returns. Please note, we won't be including shows that are in production but haven't been confirmed for 2020, so no Lord of the Rings.
You're late.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Also, we will be excluding British television and anime because both of those probably warrant lists of their own. For ongoing series, there may be some minor spoilers ahead. Whew, okay, that was everything, I think? All right, let's get to the list. Number 10, Snowpiercer.
For your personal safety, be prepared to brace.
Jacques Loeb and Jean-Marc Rochet's post-apocalyptic graphic novel has been captivating the minds of readers and fellow creators since the first volume was released in 1982. In 2013, director Bong Joon-ho delivered an excellent adaptation of the source material in a film starring Chris Evans. It was incredibly well received by critics, but one can't help but feel that the unique premise still has more to offer.
Look, Curtis. Beyond the gate. Section after section, precisely where they've always been and where they'll always be, all adding up to what? The train.
This second adaptation looks poised to capitalize on that potential. In a serialized format, Snowpiercer will have the opportunity to dive deeper into the themes of survivalism, post-apocalyptic politics, class conflicts, and civilization as a construct.
We march to the engine!
What is it you see when you look at this train?
I see a fortress to class.
The show, which stars Daveed Diggs and Jennifer Connelly, has already been greenlit for a second season, which is always a good sign. Number 9, Mrs. America.
I would like to thank my husband Fred for letting me come today. I love to say that because it irritates the women's livers more than anything that I say.
This miniseries, coming to FX in 2020, marks Cate Blanchett's first foray into American television. That alone is reason enough to get excited, but Mrs. America has a lot more to offer than just star power. Despite being a historical drama set in the 1970s, it feels incredibly relevant to current political discussions. The talented Australian actor will star as conservative activist and lawyer Phyllis Schlafly, who supported anti-feminism, opposed abortion, and fought the Equal Rights Amendment. For those unfamiliar, that is the constitutional amendment intended to guarantee equal rights to citizens regardless of sex, which Congress has never ratified.
Apparently, there are certain people in this country who would like a society in which we are denied our right to make reasonable differences of treatment on account of gender.
Blanchett is joined by a powerhouse cast of talented women, including Uzo Aduba, Rose Byrne, Sarah Paulson, and Elizabeth Banks. Number 8, Outlander Season 5.
Go on. Suppose I owe you. Happy to oblige.
We said no British content, but since this is a British-American co-production for a US network, we think this technically makes the cut. And when it comes to dramatic live-action series that people cannot get enough of, Outlander has developed a notably passionate fanbase. Season 4 ended with some big changes to the show's dynamics, including but not limited to Brianna giving birth to a son and reuniting with her parents, and young Ian joining the Mohawk tribe.
I'm staying.
Live your life with the Mohawk.
I gave them my word.
Then you've got that cliffhanger, which teased big things for Season 5. Jamie's been charged with assembling an army and taking down Murta.
My first mission is to hunt down and kill the fugitive.
Translation: edge of your seat, must-watch television. Number 7, Invincible. Though The Walking Dead might be Robert Kirkman's biggest claim to fame, what he accomplished with Invincible is no less remarkable. Over 15 years and 144 issues, he crafted a nuanced, thought-provoking, and thoroughly mature world of superheroes and villains, focusing on Mark Grayson, a teen who discovers he has incredible powers just like his father. The world of Invincible is too dense and elaborate for the live-action treatment, which is what makes an animated series on Amazon such a great fit. especially considering the excessive gore and bright color palette that define the comic. With a voiced cast including the likes of Stephen Yeun, J.K. Simmons, Sandra Oh, Mark Hamill, Seth Rogen, and Gillian Jacobs, Invincible has the potential to be something wholly unique. Number 6. The Stand. CBS All Access is not what we would describe as a top-tier streaming service, but between Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, and now this, they are certainly demanding attention. The Stand will be a 10-episode miniseries adapting Stephen King's 1978 novel of the same name. It explores the classic struggle between good and evil, but set within a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by a plague that's left few human survivors.
What did you do? What did you people do?
The cast confirmed so far includes James Marsden, Amber Heard, Odessa Young, and Henry Zaga. It had previously been adapted in 1994, but can one really have too much high-quality Stephen King content? Number 5. Why? For fans of this critically acclaimed comic book series, watching an adaptation slowly come together has been a long and painful process. There were talks of a film as far back as 2007, efforts that struggled along for a full 7 years before finally being abandoned. Then, in 2015, FX started developing the property as a series instead. The development process again proved slow-moving, but we finally made it. Why The Last Man is coming to television. And with the likes of Diane Lane, Barry Keoghan, Imogen Poots, Lashana Lynch, and Amber Tamblyn on board, we think it's going to have been worth the wait. Keoghan plays Yorick Brown, the last male human on Earth after all other men are mysteriously wiped out. Number 4. The Haunting of Bligh Manor.
You keep your eyes closed no matter what. You keep them closed. Okay.
Quality horror television often feels hard to come by. There's plenty of sci-fi, comedy, and teen dramas out there that incorporate elements of horror, but few deliver effective scares. That's what makes The Haunting of Hill House such a wonderful gem. It's a mature and thoroughly scary dramatic horror, the likes of which has rarely been seen on TV. It began as a miniseries, but thankfully it's now evolved into an anthology series. And the second season will adapt The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, under the title The Haunting of Bligh Manor. Series creator Mike Flanagan has announced the return of Victoria Pedretti and Oliver Jackson Cohen, and promises a much scarier second season. All of which is ominous music to our ears.
There's something down here. Just hang on, I'm trying. Come on. Theo!
Number 3. Westworld Season 3.
These violent delights have violent ends.
This sci-fi series may not have become the next Game of Thrones like people predicted, but there's no denying it's one of HBO's most popular, engaging, mythologically rich, and well-crafted series. Season 3 promises to expand the world of the show in a big way.
I came back to find someone who could help me.
Not only will we be seeing more of life outside the park, we'll also be venturing into another of Delos' immersive environments. This one set in World War II era Nazi Germany. It seems like risky narrative territory, so we're anxious to see how the writers navigate a recreation of this dark chapter in human history. However it plays out, you can rest assured that the show's present-day conflict between humanity and the androids will continue escalating.
It won't take much to bring it all crashing down.
Number 2. Star Trek Picard.
15 years ago, today, you led us out of the darkness.
With a franchise of Star Trek's size and enduring popularity, it's safe to say that it will only continue to grow and expand in the years to come. That being said, one move that few fans could have seen coming was the return of Sir Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard. Maybe in a cameo of some sort, but not in his very own series. As easily one of the most popular characters in the property's decades-long history, the news has received a very warm welcome.
What the hell are you doing out here, Picard? Saving the galaxy?
And based on what we've seen so far, the series is going to focus on many of the things that made Picard so appealing. A strong moral compass, philosophical contemplation, and a fundamental drive to help others.
Be the captain they remember.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The MCU has accomplished unprecedented things on the big screen. And while the shows that made up the Netflix branch of the MCU have ended their run, they collectively accomplished pretty incredible things in their own right. That being said, Marvel and Disney form a team that refuses to stand still for long. And they're looking to introduce a slew of new superhero series on upcoming streaming service Disney+. The first will bring 2 Avengers to the small screen for their own high-budget series. Plot details are scarce, but the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will see Sam and Bucky teaming up, as well as the return of Emily Van Camp as Sharon Carter and Daniel Bruhl as Zemo. Consider us sold.
Star Trek, Stephen King, and Westworld? Geez, I guess I know what I'm doing in 2020. Which show are you guys most excited about? Be sure to let us know in the comments, or come see me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton and tell me there. Be sure to like and subscribe and watch this other video.